I'm at Route 17 trailhead. Oh, I can see that. Oh yeah. If I had time. Perfect little tent site. Love it. If you have water. Okay, I think I go over there. I see the hiker sign. Because I'm sure, well, I don't see, thank God I don't see any blazes over there. All right, so I gotta get over there, I think. Yeah, okay. But this, yeah, if I had time, I'd sit in that chair and just, but I only just started, so it does not make a bit of sense. Look at that, the moon. All right, here we go. Let's get the day started. Well, I just did with a nice climb, but we did it. Here we go. Okay, it's official. Of all the places that I said I wanted to live along the trail, this is it. Hands down. Oh, God, I love waterfront. I love lakes. I really, really, really love lakes. But look at with the mountains. Okay, they got mountains in the back, so if I'm on the boat, I can see the mountains behind the house. But I'm sure I can, from that house, I gotta show you, maybe you can't see it very well, but from the house on the other side of the lake, you can see the mountain I'm standing on. But look at these people right here. Okay? Lord, forgive my envy. Oh, God. Yeah. Okay, I want to buy it. Name your price. Let's shake on it. Done. Man, this is beautiful. All right. As beautiful as you are, I have a long way to still go. So I must journey on. But this is the kind of place I want to come back and visit. Maybe I can find a bed and breakfast I can stay at for a few days and just love this. All right, onward and upward. Here is a ground level view of my new home. I'll take this spot. I'll take this spot where I'm standing right now. Done. Oh my gosh, I can't. Yeah, let's pan back over it. And let's look again enviously at this house. Just positioned in just the right spot.
That's been sort of
I can't. All right. Okay, that's enough drooling for now. So there weren't very many views today. I'm not actually even sure what this is of. But it's beautiful. And it's so clear. There's no haze like all we've seen. Well, there's a little bit of haze. Okay, I take it back. But it's better than it's been. I'm about 1.1 miles from Route 4, where I plan to land tonight. And will be, hopefully, if all goes well, receiving my resupply package via delivery from Camp 43, where I was unable to stay. But they are graciously delivering it for me for a small fee. All right, let me get there so they they don't arrive and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I was just lingering on the mountain. All right, off we go. That way. Okay, so here is where I've decided to land tonight. Now there's a couple of tents over there. They got nice spots, I'll admit. By the time I got my act together, I picked this little spot. It's perfect. I love it. I'm at an angle though. Let me show you from the front. Right here. See? Setup's always the same. I love it. Now, right through there is a parking lot. So we are going to hear traffic noises. But you know what? They don't bother me. So it's all good. Got my water hanging. That's Kodiak. He's hanging his bear bag. more for the little mice than the big?
Yeah, sure, that'd be great. Thank you.
Ah, Poppins, that's so nice of you.
That is very nice of you.
And
Well, you're the one that thought of it.
yeah, this is Poppins. Poppins, do you mind being in my social media? Or it's this way because I'm doing it this way.
I can only guess what my hair looks like.
You
without my
look
hat.
phenomenal. You look phenomenal. So I met Poppins early on the trail when I was coming down. She knew that there was water. Anyway, I asked her if she would take my trash, and she graciously agreed. And now look at her. She's willing to take Kodiak's trash.
I just hung mine up, so I will pass on it. Thank you very much, though. I appreciate it.
And this is
Okay, that's
Kodiak
okay.
set
There's
up.
an easier way back, Poppins, if you go
This way.
right past
And
the
where
pool.
I'm going to trip. Okay, yeah.
I
And
tripped
then,
on my own stuff.
yeah. And then over there is Starbucks tent. And the water is right here. So yes, this is like the perfect spot for me. I absolutely love it. And if I can get down here, Poppins, I'm going to show them what you have for a camp setup. If I can run quick, I'll get it. All right, folks, wait till you...
Not going anywhere.
No, it's not. I just don't like my huge fan base to have to wait while I run. No, I'm kidding. So here is, check this out. Had I seen this, I never would have sold my SUV. Check that out. Is that not the coolest thing I've ever seen? I would have loved that. Camp anywhere. And that's Starbucks, where you saw her tent earlier. But yeah, so there's the parking lot. We will see some, or hear some traffic noises, but that's okay. And right there, that jug, it is ice cold water provided by Camp 43. So that was very kind of them. He had told me that it was there and that I could get water when I arrived at the parking lot where I retrieved my package. And because I got here early, he came early. All was well. All right, well, that's it. Let's see. Oh, Starbucks has the exact same tent as me. Well, I'll be darned. Look at that. All right. So tomorrow, yeah, we'll get into tomorrow. I will give you the recap on the day, and then I'll get into tomorrow. Okay, but this is my little campsite. As always, I found the perfect one. I love it. And look, cooler with Trail Magic right here. Oh, wow. Ice cream. Who saw that coming? Anyway, very cool. All right. I'm going to go change into my jammies now and crawl in before I get eaten alive by the bugs. All right. Good evening. So I'm sweltering in my tent. It is very, very warm. I get that it's August, but I am sweltering in my tent. I thought about taking my fly off. Maybe it would be cooler, but then I wouldn't have any privacy. I thought maybe I'll go outside. It might be a touch cooler, but then I would get eaten to death by mosquitoes. So I think I am going to just stay and swelter in my tent. Today was a shocking surprise. I actually did 14 and a half miles, which is probably longer than I've done in a while. Define a while. I don't know. But anyway, I've been doing 12s and 10s recently, so 14 and a half. But it was probably the easiest hike I've done since Connecticut. Honest to God, there were short bursts of climbs. Some were steeper than others, but just short bursts. A lot of short bursts, but that was it. The terrain, so agreeable. Unbelievable. I ended up I could have been here where I planned to land, probably by 1:30, maybe earlier. But I took breaks today because I knew I was getting here so early. It was ridiculous. So I actually took breaks today. When I was 1 mile from this spot, I stayed up at a viewpoint where there was cell service, and I answered text messages, and I called a hostel, hoping they have room for me. It's 3 days ahead. I'm really hoping. I talked to Neil. I texted Neil. Yeah. It was Lazy Day River. It was easy, easy, easy. Honestly, I'm gonna use that word. It was easy. Easiest hike since Connecticut. So I think this is great because tomorrow is gonna be painful. Because several things, right? Tomorrow starts the flood of 4,000 footers that are coming. Tomorrow there will be 2. You think I can remember them? Forget that. It's the Horn, and I think Spalding. Spalding and the Horn? Okay. Oh yeah, and then Little Horn or something that's not little. We have 3 mountains, but 2 are 4,000 footers. So tomorrow's only 10.5 miles, but there's just shy of 4,000 feet of gain. So it's gonna hurt a little. That's the highest elevation gain I've done in a while. I know. I did that. I did longer hikes and more elevation on the regular not that long ago. I know I can do it. It's just, remember the plan about being good to me? And taking it a little easy so I don't hate this anymore? No. Since implementing my plan to do less elevation and less miles has worked out great. I feel so good at the end of the day. I'm not burnt out. I am loving this again. So all good. The plan is working. But tomorrow is not, the next few days with the 4,000 footers, we can't really avoid it. So I'm going to have 10.5 miles and 4,000 feet again. Yeah. And there's no extra miles for the 67, New England 67. That's going to come tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. And I'm almost thinking that maybe I'm overloading it because that's going to be a really big day. Well, we'll see. I don't know yet. But I met a really, really nice guy on the trail named Kodiak because he lived 11 years in Kodiak, Alaska. He made the mistake of asking me about my favorite subject, my children. And I blathered on and on and on and on and on. And just when I was going to ask him about his children, he decided to take a break. Well, I got to ask him because he actually is pitched not far from me. So I got to talk with him a little bit. I learned a little bit about his children. You met Poppins. She's the one that, when I was filming my tent space, she had come up to ask Kodiak if he wanted her to take, because she has a car. So I had actually asked her earlier if she would take my trash. And I'll tell you why. I'm trying to get every ounce I can out of my pack, and I will tell you why. So then she thought, well, I'll ask Kodiak if he would like me to take his trash. But he had already hung his bag, so he passed politely. But isn't that wicked nice of her? And she was more than happy to take my trash off my hands. She's got a car. Anyway, so tomorrow's going to hurt because we have all this elevation. But I also got my resupply from Camp 43. So it's only 4 days. Might be 5. I lie. It's 5 days. It's actually a day too many. I don't even know why I have 5. Because that wasn't the plan originally. That's why. Okay. So, yeah. Because the plan was not for me to go into Stratton. But now I'm going into Stratton. So, anyway, it doesn't matter. I have 5 days worth of food. It's going to be heavy. Especially doing all this elevation. And I just can't eat enough to lighten my food bag. I'm going to try, though. Anyway, it was good to have a fresh resupply, though I was down to the nitty-gritty. So that was good. That's how it's supposed to be. And Ken from Camp 43, super helpful. He's done a lot of the main 67, so the 4,000 footers of Maine. He's done a lot of them. So he was giving me some ideas, some pointers. He said there's a herd path that I can take to get to Reddington, but I would have to bushwhack. So I think what I'm going to do is when I've got a signal, I'm going to see if I can find it on all trails. I don't want to go bushwhacking into the woods of Maine. Oh my gosh, I see a book in the making. No, there will be none of that. Hashtag not where you'll find me. Okay. Hashtag not where you'll find me. Okay. But yeah, that was it. It's a perfect site. I've already said that at length. And I got here wicked early. I feel all rested. I'm going to go to bed early. And I'm going to be ready to go for tomorrow morning. And start pounding away at these 4,000 footers, which should not be a problem for me. It's just going to be a great big push through all these mountains, and then things actually, I'm told, will settle down. I don't know how much. I'm not daring to use the word easy, but I'm told that it will settle down. So that would be really great. And maybe it'll cool off a little tonight. I mean, it's just so funny. You know, what, a week ago I was freezing to death and thankful to have my cold gear. And now I'm sitting here in my tent in my sports bra because I'm sweltering to death. Anyway, all right, guys, that's it for today. Oh, no. Okay, one more thing. Rebel J and Princess Lacker and Frito were headed northbound today. So Frito's always way ahead. He's actually kind of getting his cardio up because he wants to do some races when he gets done with the trail. And but I got to hike most of the day with Rebel J and Princess Slacker again. That is a real treat for me. And they said that they're going to be carrying their packs tomorrow. They won't be slacking northbound. So maybe I'll even see them again tomorrow. That would be really cool. I would love that. And we're all landing at Poplar Ridge Shelter tomorrow. And there's supposed to be water there. So do you see? It's all good. Although I've been told there's very, 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 very little water from here to Poplar Ridge. So I may have to haul a little more water than I want with a fresh pack of resupply with 4,000 footers. Okay, let's just load something more onto tomorrow. No, it's going to be all good. It's going to be all good. Anyway, and I'll report back tomorrow night and let you know how it all went. Okay, that's it for now. I think I've blathered on long enough about absolutely nothing. All right. Have a great night, everybody. Until tomorrow.